guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another apartment renovation. I'm renovating one of the apartments in the fashion district of San Myshuno. This is 131021 Chic Street, and it's going to be a colorful one. This is probably named something along the lines of colorful apartment, or colorful city apartment, or vibrant apartment. I'm not sure, because it came out very, very bright, which was not something I was anticipating, but I guess I should have been. But anyway, what this is me working on an apartment and decorating it using items I don't typically use. So this is basically using items I don't ever use or that I never use. I have been attempting to do this recently quite a few times. The first time I tried to do it, I just didn't like how it was coming out. I ended up scrapping it in the end. The second time I tried to do it, it turned into a tiny takeout restaurant. And this is my third attempt, and I kind of think it worked. And it's very bright, which makes sense because I tend to favor the neutral colors in the game. So, of course, I ended up with like a vibrant apartment. And I thought an apartment would be more fun to do and all of that because when I was doing that tiny restaurant, I had this concept in mind to begin with, and so I already used doors and windows I don't typically use on that, and I didn't want to feel like I was building the same thing a second time. So just decorating this apartment here, I'm using some counters that I don't use very often. I think those are from Perfect Patio stuff. They're like an outdoor set. I just don't like the texture on the sides of them. I also am using a plant I don't use very often over next to the couches, and those couches are actually really cute. I don't know why I don't use them very often. I guess maybe they don't look that comfortable. They're really simple, and I think they connect kind of nicely to make an L shape over there. And the painting above them, it's just really pretty. I was very inspired by that painting for the whole color scheme that's going on in here right now. And I will say that this floor, which is like a wood floor tile that came with the vampires, I'm pretty sure. I don't end up keeping it throughout the whole space, but I do use the white swatch of it in the kitchen area as well as the bathroom that's going to be in here because I thought it worked nicely as like a kitchen tile. And the colors in here are going to change quite a few times. I can't remember exactly what they land on, but they are still based around that painting. So they're not going to be drastically different, but I try different colors a lot. You're going to see that couch be every color that it comes in. So I apologize for the indecisiveness in this video. I think that just comes from the fact that I was trying to use items I don't typically use. So I'm like, do I like it? Do I not like it? Would this color look better? I don't know. I was a little bit uncomfortable with the amount of color I was using in here. But I think in the end, it came out pretty cute. So I'm happy that I did this. And honestly, if you have not tried building with items that you don't typically use, I suggest it. Find something you're like, I could never build anything that makes sense for this particular item, and give it a go. Anyway, over here, there is this wall shelf that came with kids' room stuff. Has a lot of funky colors on it, but I am using it here with the white swatch. I just thought it was really pretty. The clutter I put in it isn't necessarily stuff that I never use because I didn't feel like there was much that I could put up there that would make sense because I did want to use items that I don't typically use, but I didn't want to use items that would look bad. I still wanted this to be cohesive. So for the most part, it's items I don't use. But there's a couple little things here and there, like, the lights in the place and the clutter on that shelf. But yeah, here I am changing colors. The couches are green, the wall is orange. And I don't know what's happening. Also, this area is going to change. That TV unit that I put down a little while ago, I am going to be getting rid of. I know I moved it over already here, and oh my gosh, the colors right there. That's a lot. Yeah, this whole room is a lot right now. Oh my goodness. It was definitely a process. But I will be getting rid of the TV unit and adding a desk there. And the TV is going to be on the desk, but I wanted it to be like a multi-purpose area. And I just thought it made sense to have a computer set up there. And also that shelving unit looked better above the desk. So you'll see that coming together in a minute. But first, we're attempting to figure out what to do with this dining space. I really like this painting that I put over on this back wall though, and using this It's just a radio in the game, but it's essentially a giant record player. I really enjoyed that. And I think we're back at one of our original color schemes. Or was it the opposite of this? Did I have the couches that color and the wall green? I might have. But here I am changing the floor. Like I had mentioned, I brought the white swatch of that floor into the kitchen, but I wanted to have a wood swatch throughout the rest of this space. I think this is the wood that's from, I want to say this is from Outdoor Retreat. I don't use it very often. I use all of the wood swatches, honestly, but I don't use this one very often, and it fit nicely with the color scheme in here because I really just didn't want to build something that I thought was hideous, which I have done before. A few years ago, I did a build that was like things I never use, I think, and it was just, it was a hot mess, to be quite honest. So I wanted to give the same idea a go, but try to make it look nice, so that's this. I've been over-explaining the concept of this video, so apologies for that. That's just when you have to talk to yourself for a video. Sometimes it happens. I don't think I've ever used these lanterns from kids' room stuff either. I didn't know we had those. Oh, and I put an ice cream machine in the kitchen because I never give my Sims ice cream machines because they become obsessed with them and then they want to eat ice cream at like 3 a.m. And honestly, I relate, but I don't need my Sims doing that at 3 a.m., at 6 a.m., at 9 a.m., and like coming home and leaving ice cream all over the house. They've become obsessed with it. There's certain items in the game that your Sims just, they won't leave alone. Anyway, I put a weird grass rug in the kitchen because I've never used that item before. And you know what? Maybe they have a vibrant rug in their kitchen that looks like kind of like grass. That's probably the most questionable item that I put in here. Also, this table. Where is this table from? It's really ugly, but I've never used it, and I thought in the white swatch it kind of worked, and now I'm just figuring out the tile in the kitchen because I was indecisive about it, but I ended up using one from Jungle Adventure because it just matched so nicely with the walls in here. I also forgot to mention that this is a 2-bedroom apartment and just 1 bathroom using the same tiles from the kitchen and the bathroom. Honestly, nothing exciting. I always say that about the bathrooms, but it's really not. It's just the bathroom. I had to use like a toilet and a shower that I don't typically use though, which, you know, not a huge fan of. I have a favorite toilet. I've talked about this in videos before and asked you guys what your favorite toilet is. But if you haven't told me already, let me know what your favorite toilet in The Sims is down below. Mine is tied between the base game John, for like base game houses. And I don't remember the title of it, but the one that came with Tiny Living. Great toilet. Perfect. I go for that one immediately. I also kind of like the one from Cats and Dogs. But this toilet, which I think is the base game toilet, I don't like her. But she's in this one. She's in this particular build. Also, these wall things, I don't know what to call them. Sculptures, they're like spinny bits from Eco Lifestyle. I think they're really pretty. I've used them a couple of times on like exteriors. I've never used them on an interior, I don't think. But I thought it was kind of fun for this kid's room, and of course I had to use the Cats and Dogs dresser because that thing is bulky and ugly. I don't think I've ever used that before. I've used the bed that came with like the kids set from Cats and Dogs, but the other furniture, I hate it. I really don't like it. So, of course I had to use that. And then in the main bedroom here, I don't know. It's all right, I guess. Base game bed, Jungle Adventure dresser. I like this dresser. I just don't use it very often. Also, that city living mirror is really pretty, but it's something I forget I have, and it's a very specific style, so you can't use it too often. And then just trying to fill up the walls with artwork. Tried a couple different things. We figured it out in the end. But it was a bit of a struggle trying to use items. Oh, I changed the bed to the university one. That's right. I don't use that one ever. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this. Let me know what you thought down below. You can also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And click that bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, everybody.